Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 10 a.m. news and weather updates from the First Alert Desk. Now, we've got a story out of Kinston where a New Bern woman is now behind bars facing drug charges. Kinston police were called to the Quality Inn at 200 West New Bern Road yesterday for a reported disturbance. Now, when officers arrived, they made contact with 36-year-old Chastity Wilburn and a man who police say were acting in a way that led officers to launch a deeper investigation. Now, during their investigation, officers found methamphetamine, naloxone, and drug paraphernalia. Wilburn was taken to the Lenoir County Jail under a secured bond and was charged with the following: possession of methamphetamine, possession of a Schedule III controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Now, police say the man Wilburn was with was not in possession of the drugs and was released at the scene. And now we want to turn to the situation in Gaza, where famine is now an immediate concern for the refugees, again, living within the Gaza Strip. NBC's Hala Garani has more.
The Palestinian Health Ministry in Gaza says that over 30 people were killed in two separate strikes on a busy Gaza City street where there were cafes and restaurants. Very gruesome footage emerged from the aftermath of that attack. There were children that were seen injured, others that were seen lying apparently dead in the street, and patrons still seated at their tables who appeared also to have been killed in that attack. This is coming as a bakeries association in Gaza is saying that due to the shortage of flour and fuel, that all bakeries in certain parts of the Gaza Strip are now closed. They are pleading for Israel to reopen the crossings for humanitarian aid that they closed on March 2nd. The new U.S. Ambassador to Israel, Mike Huckabee, is saying that there is a framework for aid to go back in, saying that Israel is not involved inside of Gaza when it comes to distributing aid. That was one of the outstanding questions about how the aid would be distributed, and that there will be NGOs that will take part, these are non-governmental organizations, in the distribution of supplies. It cannot come soon enough for the residents of Gaza, with many sounding the alarm that starvation is on the horizon. Hala Garani, NBC News, Tel Aviv.
Thank you very much, Hala, for that report. Now we turn our attention to your weather forecast, where we've got some light to moderate showers rolling their way across eastern North Carolina currently, but we've got a better opportunity for rain and thunderstorms coming in later on this afternoon. Right now, it is a first alert weather day for those afternoon to evening thunderstorms. The rain early on today certainly not going to be all that impactful. Yeah, it may have you reaching for a light rain jacket as you head out the door, but again, these showers are going to be moving off the coast as we head towards 11 a.m. Into around noon. Between that hour, a lot of those showers again will be moving away from the Outer Banks. That will leave us with a bit of a dry period. We'll get a nice pause in the rain between, again, the morning drops and what we're going to be seeing coming up later on this afternoon. But do want to zoom the picture in a little bit closer on some of the heavier rain that's currently coming down across the east, particularly across portions of Carteret, Southern Craven, and Pamlico counties. That's where we again are seeing some of those yellow spots, some heavier rain right now along the kind of the southern edge there of Pamlico County, along the Neuse River, or at least the mouth of the Neuse River. Moving towards temperatures, air temps today are going to be back in the 80s coming up this afternoon, but that's going to require a little bit more sunshine than what we've got outside right now. Current air temperatures in the mid to upper 60s, some of us already into the low 70s. We've got 70 degrees in Edenton, Oriental, as well as Elizabeth City, 73 from Manio to Hatteras all the way to Beaufort. Now, inland areas, you're looking at more around 65, 66 degrees. We've got 65 in Williamston, Rocky Mount, Goldsboro, New Bern. We've got 66 currently in Greenville, 67 in Plymouth, as well as Washington. Overall, today is going to be a warm day, but also a humid day. The humidity is going to be climbing thanks to a breeze out of the southwest. Now, currently, dew points are reading in the low to mid 60s throughout most of eastern North Carolina. We do have a few in the upper 50s, but very close to the 60-degree mark. Right now, 59-degree dew point in Rocky Mount, Kinston, as well as Beaufort. But again, 1 degree shy of that 60-degree mark. And over the past 24 hours, most areas have seen a rise in humidity. That will lead to a better opportunity for thunderstorms coming in later on this afternoon. 80, 81, 82 degrees for your high today. Again, low 80s planned. That's essentially our average for this time of year. Now, as we head into the evening hours, a lot of the showers and storms will start to wrap up as we head towards 10 and 11 p.m. at night tonight, going pretty quiet by the time we get to around midnight later on this evening. Now, here's a look at exactly how it's going to, or really when it's going to pick back up again. I think we'll start to see those storms redeveloping around 4, 5, and 6 p.m. later on this afternoon and evening. And then those spotty showers and storms will try to work their way closer to the Atlantic as we head through the overnight hours. Into Saturday we go, mostly cloudy skies. Again, we'll see a few sun breaks here and there. The clouds we're going to see, though, should be fairly thin, and that should allow for some sunshine to actually still reach the ground. Now for Sunday, again, a better opportunity for rain showers in the east. I know could be problematic if you've got any outdoor plans for mom on Mother's Day, but if you've got a couple days of a head start or a tip, if you will, that maybe you can bring some of those plans inside. Now, it's the area of low pressure you're seeing towards the Gulf that's only going to reinforce that chance of rain as we head through the upcoming weekend. The frontal boundaries will stay kind of parked near eastern North Carolina, and then as we head through Saturday, that boundary will slowly inch its way further northward, bringing with it that opportunity for rain as we head into the start of Sunday. Now that whole system again is going to linger near the coast as we head through Sunday and then into Monday and Tuesday, creating a better opportunity for lingering and long-lasting rain showers as we kick off next week, which is exactly what we are in need of. Moderate to severe drought still very much present across the majority of eastern North Carolina. So seeing this type of rain pattern on your 8-day forecast is encouraging and should certainly help with reducing our rainfall deficit. That's all we have time for today's 10 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful Friday.